Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. How are you doing today? What's up, everybody? What up, everybody? How's everybody doing? What up? What up? Hello. Oh, what up? Ice cream cone? I know, man. Tell me about it. Can you hear me? Is my mic working? Okay, good. Thank you. Awesome. How's it going, man? How you been? How you been, man? Hope you've been good. Oh, nice. All right. I'm all ears for that. Been working, man. Been busy. Just trying to get my screens all set up here. Forgot how I did it. What up? How's everybody doing? My name's Derek. I'm a registered nurse. I work in an intensive care unit. I take care of the sickest of the sick people in the world. Been a nurse for 8 years now. I'm here to talk to you guys. Happy to be here. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, interesting. Okay. Some streamers limited their chat followers only verified. So if you're new, you want more people to come and interact, don't limit those. Oh yeah, yeah. Yep, I know. Yep. Yep, I didn't do that. That would make no sense, right? Yep. Happy to see you. Happy to see you again. Happy to see everybody. Happy to be here. Finally off work for a day. Felt like forever. Twitch being twitchy. Oh, okay, I see. That's unfortunate. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know, man. Been busy helping some good people the past 3 nights, so yeah, I've been busy. Glad I finally got a few days off. I was trying to pick up though, always need more money, but Dr. Mike, oh, he's the man. Love Dr. Mike. Yeah, I love Dr. Mike. He seems like such a cool doctor. So smart, yeah. So entertaining too, man. He probably makes more money off of his social media than he does being the doctor. Right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, since he's a doctor, he can give out like actual medical advice. Being a nurse, I can't really exactly diagnose or anything like that. I mean, I can give you advice, but I can't tell you exactly. Always have to consult a doctor, but yeah, I mean, you got a good point there. Could definitely like I don't know, I know things obviously, so I just don't want to cross any boundaries and get in trouble with the board of nursing. Yeah, there's that whole aspect of it, I guess. Alright, I'm all set up. So what up? How do you guys like my... You guys know my background? You know what that's from? I don't know if anybody knows that background. If you do, shout out. Oh, oh, it's you ever watch or I forgot how old you are, man. I think we're like the same age, right? The cartoon, Hey Arnold, Hey Arnold. It's on Nickelodeon when I was growing up. 29, yeah, yeah. You should know Hey Arnold then, right? I don't know, American cartoons. Watch out, football head. Everybody loved his room growing up. It's like the coolest room. Gotta get my coffee in, man. just woke up like a couple hours ago. Yeah, you know a little bit, yeah. What shows did you watch growing up? Gotta say, you were on it, man. You were really waiting for me. You were jumped on the stream right away. I really appreciate that. Miss talking to you. Back's killing me. I think I like pulled a muscle. I was trying to lift somebody up, and I was trying to boost somebody up in bed, and I think I like strained my back. I should have had somebody else helping me, but I always try to be independent. I want to do it myself. So I kind of like strained my back, man. I already got back pain, but I don't know, kind of hurt my back. So that'll take a couple days to kink out, I guess, but people are so heavy. I should work with kids, they're not so heavy. Alright, give me just a second. I need to wipe my nose. Freaking nose hurts. Still talking though. I think you can still hear me. Whew. Just a nerd. I love professional. Tell me what they do and stuff. What do you mean? Like, what do I do exactly? What does my job detail? Is that what you're asking? Oh, sure, yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, so basically, as a nurse in the hospital here in America, when I get started at the beginning of my day, I'm getting a report from the previous nurse that had the patients that I was assigned to. There's a charge nurse, like an overall charge nurse, that will um, sort out the assignments and like decide who's getting which patient for their shift. So the charge nurse makes that decision, and the charge nurse is always very careful to make sure that they give us. So in the ICU, we get 2 patients. So the charge nurse makes that decision, like which patients are going to pair the best, and so it's not so crazy for everybody. So they're very nice, and they always think about everything. Like they don't want one person running their ass off and the other people are just sitting down, like having an easy night. So they always try and like make it even, like make it fair. Anyway, so I get there, I get report from the previous nurse who had my patients, and basically we go down system wise, like basically what led them to the hospital, how did they get here, what do they got going on. Like we want to go over like their main issue in the ICU, like is it breathing? Is it their breathing, respiratory? Is it their heart, the cardiac system? Is it their kidneys? I mean, could be anything, like what's their main issue? How do they get here? They have other health history, so we always have to manage that as well, any chronic issues that they also have. So, like for example, like diabetes, I guess, always. It's a chronic issue. They could come in with their diabetes as an acute issue, like diabetic ketoacidosis. I've talked about that before. We gotta correct that. Anyway, so nurse to nurse, we give report and they tell me exactly what's going on, what I need to know, what's most important, like basically quick, get me up to speed. I can always look up other stuff on the computer, doctor's notes. I don't see doctors at night, unfortunately, at my hospital, which that's another issue. There's no doctors in the ICU at night. Anyway, that's another issue. So anyway, we nurse to nurse report, then go meet the patient with the other nurse, lay eyes on them, and sometimes we have to do a neuro assessment. We go through that if that's what their issue is, if they had a brain bleed, if they had a stroke. We check their neuros, essentially, like, is everything equal? Like, have them squeeze my hands, raise out their arms, like if anything's unequal, then we make note of that and that kind of thing. So, yep, we do a quick nurse report, and then I basically get started for my day, like 8 p.m. What meds do they have? I have to give meds right away. I have to turn the patient every 2 hours, so I have to turn them right away. 8 p.m. So every 2 hours, 8, 10, midnight, 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and that'd be my last turn. We have to reposition them, like put the pillows under their side, like whatever side. We got to rotate every 2 hours so they don't get pressure injuries. If they just lay in one spot forever, the patient is going to develop a pressure ulcer on their bottom, and that's a very serious thing. The hospitals don't get reimbursed for care when that happens, so we have to be really careful, really careful with the skin. So yep, basically I go in and assess the patient and look over their skin and look over everything, and just kind of get my assessment done for the day, or not for the day, I mean, get my initial assessment done. Always watch for changes over my shift. I get a lot of ventilated patients, so they have a breathing tube in. The machine is breathing for them, and we sedate them, so it's not like miserable for them if they're awake and they can't tolerate it. Like a lot of time, the ventilator in your throat, that'll cause you to basically choke and gag and cough. It's really not, obviously not what you want down your airway. So yep, we sedate them, we give them medications, and have to give them pressors sometimes. So that's a drip medication. Are nurses also trained with mental health stuff or just physical? Good question. Yeah, so as nurses we have to deal with everything. So I'd say like we're not like specifically like mental health, but I mean we do manage that. In the ICU we have a drip medication to get them to chill the fuck out. It's called Precedex. If they're really crazy, we start the Precedex. Typically it works well. That's like an ICU medication. Can't give that on regular medical floors. We can titrate that. We can go up and change the dosage if it's not working. We go up to the max 1.7. So yeah, we manage that. They also have like other mental health medications we can give them that the doctor ordered, like Zyprexa is a major one. Ativan. Have all these IV medications that we give the patient. Also oral like pill form, so if they can swallow pills. Like if they're vented and sedated, they have, typically we put in like an NG tube that goes down the nose like a feeding tube. so we can give them medications through that feeding tube. And yeah, we manage all that mental health stuff. Like, yeah, if they're just wild, you know, they usually have like a medical reason to be there. They're not there just for mental health. They also have a medical issue for me anyway. I work in a medical intensive care unit, medical surgical. So we manage the medical, and then we also do surgeries. So we manage all that. Yep. Yeah, just a lot, man. It can be really exhausting. I get delirious, man. Working overnights. I feel like I get just as delirious as my patients. No, I'm just kidding. But working overnight, kind of get delirious yourself. Just like a lot of stuff to think about. Do I have YouTube? Yeah, I have YouTube, man. Let me link that for you. This is my one channel anyway for this IV dopamine, man. I'll link that here. Yep, I got it all. Yep, if anybody's new here, my name is Derek. I'm a registered nurse. I work in an intensive care unit. Take care of the sickest of the sick patients. I've been a nurse for going on 8 years now. If you got any questions, let me know. I can answer anything you got going on. Can't specifically give you straight medical advice, but I'm not a doctor, but I can tell you what's up. Always recommend following up with your doctor if you have any medical issues. But I can give you good advice, like don't always need to go to a doctor for little stuff. But yep, I manage the sickest of the sick patients. Sometimes had to put them on pressor medications where their blood pressure is so low, they're really sick, they just cannot maintain anything in their body. Sometimes we have to put them on like 3 different blood pressure IV medications. Just wild. 3 or more. That's when they're really bad. There's also such a thing called, how do you deal with disgusting stuff? Love your questions, man. How do I deal with that? Just normal. You get used to it. Some stuff will throw you off that you don't always deal with, like blood coming out of the patient's mouth. That's a little different. I mean, that doesn't always happen every day, but basically, I mean, just get used to it. And gore stuff. At my hospital, I don't deal with like gunshot wounds and stuff like that, so that would be really hard to deal with. That's what's called a level 1 trauma center if you have gunshot wounds, stabbings, that kind of thing. But no, I don't deal with that at my hospital. But like more gory stuff, like I don't know, like surgical, like bowels, like your bowels sticking out of your body, that kind of thing is kind of weird, but it's just kind of normal. I don't know, man. I don't know how to answer that, to be honest. I'm just used to it. Yeah, I guess you just get used to it over time. Yeah, I don't know. That's funny. Never thought about that. Coffee down. I heard about first responders having PTSD because of the job. Oh yeah, man. I couldn't even imagine. Like, I guess gory stuff. As far as that's concerned, they deal with a lot of that. I don't deal with the initial gory stuff like seeing people at their house and in the life or death situation, like I could only imagine, man. Like I just stabilize them, and like myself, they've already been triaged through the emergency room, and they get them initially stabilized, and then I just medically manage them. And I mean, anything could happen. They could code. Their heart could stop. So I have to be on guard and ready for any situation. Like if that were to happen, um, like in the hospital, like people code, their heart stops. They always have to come to the ICU. Like I could be the nurse that has that bed, the crash bed we call it, where the patient is crashing. So I, yeah, you have to be on guard, man. You just have to be ready for any situation, especially in the ICU. I guess like the patients are so sick, like anything could happen. Their heart could stop. They could stop breathing. Could happen at any point. You have to be really, really observant and make sure you're watching your patient's monitors constantly. Like, can't always be in their room. Like, you're in your other patient's room and there's always a nurse out there. Like, the monitors are really loud, so I could hear it outside my patient's room. Just have to be really diligent, I guess, in that situation. But yeah, first responders, they really have hard jobs, man, and those paramedics. Yeah, my heart goes out to them. They don't get paid enough. I get paid more than the EMS people. They're out there in the cold, in the hot, the rain, the snow. They're actually, I don't know. They definitely need to get paid more than me, man. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy being a nurse, man, but it's not easy. I feel like, excuse me, I feel like the ICU's been the best for me though. Like, I only get 2 patients. I was used to having 6 at night. That's a lot. Just running all night. But now I'm not running all night. Like, my patients' rooms are pretty close together, so I was at this one hospital where I had to run down the hallway all night. It's like it was a nurse definitely didn't design that unit. It was just ridiculous, just having to run down the hallway all night. Like they did not design like computer stations right next to those patients' rooms. It's just like really frustrating. Yeah, that was a travel assignment that I had. Done traveling now. Get paid more to travel, so that was fun, but travel rates have really gone down, so it's not even worth traveling anymore. How did I become an ICU nurse? Excuse me. How did I become an ICU nurse, and how did I get to choose? So the beauty about nursing is that there's so many different jobs in nursing. Like you don't have to stick to one job your whole career. If you don't like something, you can do something different. That's the beauty of it. That's what I love the most about it. Like there's so many different fields of nursing. You can go into people's homes and help them in their homes, or go to the hospital. Like you don't have to be in the hospital. Just there's so many different jobs. But basically, what I like about the hospital the most, instead of anywhere else, is that I get to work 3 12-hour shifts, and I don't have to take my work home. I don't bring the patients home with me. I don't have to deal with any outside work at home. So I love working in the hospital for that. Good work-life balance. I don't have to deal with anything extra. So yeah, I've been in the hospital for a majority of my career, but I've done other things as well in between. And yeah, just realized the hospital's the best. I was a medical surgical nurse, so basically just like stable patients that have health issues that need to be addressed in the hospital, but they're not sick enough to be in the ICU. So to answer your question, how did I become an ICU nurse? How did I choose ICU? Basically, since I've been working in the medical surgical nursing for a while. They're not sick enough, and I have had to transfer my patients to the ICU, and I thought the ICU was really intimidating for a long time, but there was this travel nurse that I was working with at my last travel contract. He was an ICU nurse, and he'd float to the medical surgical floors because as a travel nurse, you get floated all the time. You have to be flexible to go to any unit. And I met him. He's like, Derek, he's like, you'd be a great ICU nurse, man. He's like, I just have to teach you the new stuff. Like, you've been a nurse for a while, so like you know the basic stuff, obviously. Just have to train you on the ICU stuff. And what really attracted me to it was the 2-to-1 ratio. I get two patients instead of 6. Meanwhile, these patients are really sick, and you have to really know what you're doing, man. But just having 2 patients is such a, how do I say that? It's like such a breath of fresh air. I'm not running around taking care of 6 patients all night. Like in the ICU, in the ICU, if they're ventilated, then they can't talk. So get the breathing tube down their throat, they can't talk. So basically, I was just talking all night on the medical surgical floors, and these patients talk a lot. So yeah, it just got really exhausting. Like I like to talk, obviously, that's why I'm here. But yeah, it just got really exhausting, man. Got a lot of brain drain, just having to talk all night and then giving a report on 6 patients in the morning is really exhausting. Just having to remember each individual patient, like, and the next nurse expects you to know everything, and it just got to be too much, man. I'm like, I need to go to the ICU. Get 2 patients, yeah. So nice. Basically, that's why I chose. It's just such a breath of fresh air to have only 2 patients, and had to learn a lot of new things as in the ICU, and I'm still learning. Like I don't know everything, but I know a lot of stuff, obviously. And yeah, I just really enjoy that aspect. But yeah, I still get brain drain as an ICU nurse. Brain still gets really exhausted. Like, takes a while to take care of these people if they can't do anything on their own. So, still get brain drain, but it's not as bad as it used to be. I'll tell you that. But I guess yeah, I'm just trying to think like being a nurse is great, but I don't know if I can do it for 30 more years till I retire, man. Like we're at the bedside doing everything. The doctors come and look at them, and they don't have to do anything physical with them. So kind of gets me thinking, like, should I do something like that? Should I transition to like being a doctor? Like as a nurse, you can become a nurse practitioner. That's advanced nursing, and I won't have to be at the bedside and breaking my back. I mean, I do like interacting with patients, so that's really nice. That'd be hard to give up, but just the physical aspect, man. I don't know. Like I said, I kind of strained my back last night. As a nurse practitioner, like that'd be the next step up, or could become a certified registered nurse anesthetist. So anesthesia. You have to have ICU experience for that to become an anesthesiology. As a nurse, you can do that, and you get paid what, like $250,000 a year. But that's more student loans, more money that I have to pay back later. And you have to go through school. That's like 3 years of school. So I could do that. Heard that's a really good job to be a nurse anesthetist. Hard to say that word. So I could do that, but so many options. How are you dealing with death of patients? I heard medical personnel having it hard, like they think they failed, or having a connection, so like lost a friend or something. Oh, yeah, that's a good question. How do I deal with death? Personally, depends on the situation, I guess. Like, if the patient was really sick and I'm like, I wasn't expecting them to die, like a lot of times usually we expect the patient to die if they're going to die. Like, they're so sick and the family has decided, like, okay, that's fine. We don't want our loved one to suffer anymore. So like we plan for that and we call that hospice or palliative care. So if that's the case, we expect them to die. We have medications to help them die. Personally, it doesn't bother me. Like, I have no connection. I have no personal connection to that person. Like, it would be really hard if it was my loved one, but personally, I don't have any connection with that patient. It's my job to help them die peacefully. And I have no problem doing that. Doesn't bother me whatsoever. And like, once they do die, it's just weird it's normal now to see a dead body. Not gonna lie, it's normal now for me, but I don't see it every shift or anything like that, so don't always have to deal with somebody dying, but I'm kind of used to it, and it doesn't really bother me. Like, it's hard. It's more hard dealing with families who are so sad. Like, sometimes it's just like, I don't know, like, I love to give the family members a lot of support. I'm always there for everybody, obviously, and I'm really good with people, so I feel like I have a way with my words, and I always tell them, like, it's not going to make sense for a long time. Like, especially if they, like, were doing fine until recently, and then all of a sudden they got really sick and they just couldn't come out of it. Like, their liver is really bad, their liver shot, and or they didn't know that they had cancer or something like that, just like something random. But yeah, I'm always there and happy to help support the families. And yeah, I always just tell them, like, especially like if it was kind of more unexpected, like they're on the breathing tube, they're on the ventilator, and like we support them up until, like, basically the patient has their own wishes. Like, do they want to be resuscitated if they die, or if they're gonna die? Like, do they want CPR? Like, we're gonna break their ribs, pushing on their ribs to give them CPR. A lot of people don't really want that. They don't want the trauma associated with their body. So if that's the case, we have to support their wishes. Basically, in the hospital, it's like when we nurses give report, like, we have to tell the next nurse, like, are they a full code? Do they want full supportive measures if they're dying? Do they want CPR? Do they want to be intubated? That's the question. So, like, yeah, a lot of times it's like, it could be full code, or they could be DNR, do not resuscitate. So AKA no CPR. So it's like DNR, DNI. That's usually like how it goes. Do not resuscitate, do not intubate. And yeah, that's always the question. So yeah, it's like giving support to the family. Like I always tell them, it's not going to make sense for a long time, but this is what their wishes are, so we have to respect that, basically. And yeah, just tell the family, like, it's not going to make sense for a long time, but you have to really take care of yourself. Like, you can't neglect your own health. Like, your loved one isn't going to want you to dwell on it for so long. Like, that person's not going to want them to have your mental health suffer. So you really have to take care of yourself. And I always remind families of that. And yeah, the patient will die. We remove any IVs and stuff like that if they have a Foley catheter like in their bladder, because we don't want the patient to be peeing themselves or retaining all that urine. We want them to be as comfortable as possible until the very last second, their very last breath. We want them to be comfortable and give them medications to support that process. Give them IV medications to help them stay comfortable and pain-free. Yeah, it's really interesting dealing with end of life, but it's just life. So, I mean, I always think like, how would I want to be treated if I were in that situation? So, I guess that's always how I think. Like, I always put that first. Like, how would I want to be treated? I guess, you know. But yeah, it's just always interesting dealing with end of life, I guess. I've gotten this one shift. I remember I got onto my shift, and the patient had just died, so I was still responsible for taking care of the body and getting the body to the morgue and that kind of thing, because we're 24 hours. That nurse isn't gonna stick around just to help them get to the morgue, that kind of thing. Your shift's done, so 24-hour care. So it's kind of funny, like I took over for that nurse, and the patient already died, so it's kind of weird. Don't always get on to your shift and your patient's already dead. But yeah, I had that patient, and family was still in the room, and yeah, I always have to wait till the family leaves the room, and then we can clean up the patient. But man, that patient had so much poop underneath them, man. Like when you die, I guess your body relaxes. So yeah, I had to deal with all that poop underneath them. That was kind of gnarly, man. Not gonna lie. Like I can deal with a lot of stuff, but that was pretty gnarly. Yeah, I was like, dang, where's it all coming from? Like, I had so much backed up inside of them. Yeah, I had to clean up that patient, and then yeah, get them looking presentable. Like, bring them down to the morgue, and then the morgue holds on to that person until they can get to the funeral home. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. Unfortunately, they couldn't feel good about emptying their bowels. But yeah, man, I got 3 nights off here. I was trying to pick up an extra shift because I need more money, but I don't know. It's like there were shifts, and then now there's no shifts on the or excuse me, there's no shifts now to pick up, so I don't get it. I don't know if somebody already picked it up or what, but I should have got on it sooner. But I'll have to double check, man. I don't know. I don't want to work more, but need more money, right? So do what we gotta do. So I'm kind of hoping this live streaming can kind of help supplement that, so I don't have to work more, man. Nobody likes having to put in extra hours and be away from their family. So yeah, it was kind of my plans for the weekend. Didn't want to have to work, but if there's a shift available on Sunday, I might have to work Sunday night. I don't work till Monday. Work Monday, Tuesday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Definitely not picking up in between there. Need those 2 days off, man, to recover. But yeah, got some friends coming over tomorrow night. Otherwise, my fiance wants me to hang out with her, so I'm gonna hang out with my fiance this weekend. She really wants me to really wants me to hang out with her more, so won't be live streaming as much this weekend, but yeah. Girl comes first, right? Have to balance everything. But yeah, might work Sunday night, but I don't think there's a shift anymore, so be live streaming Sunday, maybe some time tomorrow, but yeah, I'll just be on just today anyway. This will be the live stream for today. Yep, gotta give the girl attention. But anyway, just happy to be here now, man. I've been really craving being on here. Just been excited to get back on, man. We got to get more people on here. I don't see like anybody on. Maybe I have to retitle this. I don't know. I asked ChatGPT what was a good title, and this is what it gave me. So. Try another title here. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, my man. Ice cream cone. Do I get scared like, oh, like something might happen to me? I had a friend had an accident and I kind of have secondary trauma. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess anything can happen in life at any point. I used to have a crotch rocket, one of those fast motorcycles, and that kind of, what am I trying to say? Like, I guess that was the most dangerous thing I would do. Like, I would drive it over 100 miles per hour, so that was like really sketchy, but it was so fun. Hey, Anton. But yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I get kind of freaked out with the motorcycles anyway. And I mean, my motorcycle got stolen, so I don't have it anymore. I don't have the crotch rocket, so I mean, that was kind of really pissed me off that somebody would steal my motorcycle. Hey, Anton. I'm doing good, man. Thanks for asking. How are you doing today? My name's Derek. I'm a registered nurse. I work in the ICU in the U.S. Glad to have you here, Anton. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I've been a nurse for 8 years, and yeah, I just take care of the sickest of the sick patients now. So, what do you do, Anton? Or how, are you a student? Do you work or? Nothing at the moment. Were you in school? Or I guess what's your age group? Just curious. I'm 31 years old myself. Got done with school this summer. Nice. Is that high school or college? 19? Awesome. Glad to have you here. What brought you to my stream? Just curious. Car mechanics? That's awesome, man. We need more people that are good at that. A lot of people aren't going into the trade schools, and we need that. But yeah, just curious, what brought you to my live stream? Nice, thanks for coming. I know this is different, more personal too. I'm like Ice Cream Cone says, like more personable, like not 1,000 people on the stream. Excuse me. Car surgeon, yes. Yeah, my buddy used to be working on cars and bikes, and that's what he says. Uh, like what was I thinking? Like my buddy used to say, um, surgeons are like mechanics, I guess, like human mechanics. But yeah, Anton, I was just saying, like, I've been working the past 3 nights and finally been able to get on a live stream again, so I'm glad to be back. I work overnight. I work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So yeah, just glad to be off finally. Been busy the past 3 nights and been. So what kind of thing do you do at work? Yeah, good question, man. I guess just curious, what country are you in? Are you in the U.S. or are you overseas? Sweden. All right. Thanks for coming. Nice to see you from Sweden. So nursing in the U.S. might be different than Sweden, but for me, what kind of thing do I do at work? I get 2 patients in the ICU. They could be super sick, or they could be like an overflow patient, like they're fine now, but they're just waiting to go up to the medical floor, out of the intensive care unit. So like I get 2 patients. They could be super sick. Basically, like get a lot of ventilated patients. They're on the breathing tube. They can't they can't breathe on their own. Like they can't protect their airway. Like they'll die because they'll stop breathing. So I get uh, I get a lot of ventilated patients quite frequently. So yeah, basically like get a report from the previous nurse, and then I start my day like basically 8 p.m. is like kind of like the main med pass. So like have to give patients their medications right away. It all depends what they got going on. Like a lot of times if they're ventilated, they can't do anything for themselves. So we medically sedate them. They're in a medical coma, and yeah, have to worry about everything on that patient. They can't do anything for themselves. They can't talk. They're not awake, and yeah, just have to consider everything for that patient. Their blood pressure might be low. Have to start pressor medication through their IV and titrate that. Like the dosage, have to change the dosage accordingly. And us ICU nurses um, have the most capability, and like we get orders from the doctor, what the doctor wants us to do. So basically, follow the doctor's orders. And if anything changes, I contact the doctor. And we don't have a doctor in our ICU at night, which is another beef that I have. We should always have a doctor on, especially in the intensive care unit. My hospital's too cheap to hire a doctor overnight, so that's another beef I got. Yeah. But yeah, basically, just have to manage the patient and go off their we go off their vital signs and anything that patient might need, and yeah, just follow doctor's orders and use my nursing judgment, use my brain, my critical thinking to know what to do next. Like anything could happen at any point. Patient could stop breathing, like on the ventilator. That's not really an issue, but like they could be maxed out on the ventilator and they're still not breathing right. Like that's when they're really sick, man. Then we'll have to transfer them. That's called ECMO. So basically your blood is outside your body at that point. We don't do ECMO in my hospital, but they have to go to a different hospital to do that. But yeah, basically your blood is outside your body at that point. That's like the last line. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling now. I don't know. I don't know. Is this rambling? I don't know if you guys like me rambling or not. W Stream on Kick. What up? Thank you for joining 30KBMB. What up? You have a surgery soon, Anton. What kind of surgery do you have? Thirty KBMB. Grew up around all nurses. Nice. Is that your family? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. Anton, I'm taking out metal bars I have in your chest. Oh, really? Interesting. I don't think I've really experienced that very often. Tell me more about that. Why do you have metal bars in your chest? Hope you're doing well. Glad you're here. 30KBMB. Yeah, my mom's a nurse. My dad is in construction. So dinner conversation. Interesting. Dinner conversation was industrial glass and gruesome labor and delivery stuff. 30KBMB. Are you in the U.S. or are you in a different country? That sounds like a good mix of your parents. I'm not a labor and delivery nurse. I'm an intensive care unit nurse. I take care of really sick patients. Oh, you're in the Midwest. Cool. What state are you in? Yeah, I don't do labor and delivery. I mean, I feel like that's awkward as a male. Yes, I have the Kick chat going. That doesn't cross over. I don't know. Grew up deep in Michigan. Nice. I'm in Minnesota, man. We're pretty close. That's awesome. Let me send over my Kick channel to Twitch. I don't know, wherever you guys want to join. I should put the chat up on the screen, but it doesn't cross over the Kick because of my phone. I'm sorry. I gotta invest into a webcam here pretty soon. Sorry, guys. But that's a kick chat there. 30KBMB says, "Wow, can we give true confessions on the nurse channel?" I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, what do you mean by that, though? I guess. And Anton, I have in-cave chest before. Oh man, how did that happen? Is that something you were born with? And I hope your surgery goes well. When is it planned for? Yeah, I hope your surgery goes really well, man. Oh, you got them put in 2 months ago? Or the surgery was 2 months ago? "30KBMB says, not to be heavy, but when my dad was passing away, thank God for male nurses. He was the hunting/fishing type. He didn't want women around. Oh. Plus, a lot of nurses are ex-military and hunt. Nice. Yeah, I know. It's not like a whole lot of male nurses. It was funny because I was working with, oh my God, last night I was working with like, what, 7 nurses on my side of the hospital, or of the ICU. I was the only male nurse. And yeah, a lot of people just love me. I mean, a lot of females be like, no, female only, which is fine. I gotta respect that. But in the ICU, they're not really awake to know. And Anton says his surgery was 2 months ago. No plan to be then. I got them in like 3 years ago. Got heart surgery at the same time. Oh man. You were born with heart conditions. Excuse me. You were born with heart conditions, huh? What kind of heart conditions were you born with, I'm guessing, if that was the case? And I feel for you. I'm glad are you doing well now? I'm glad you're here and talking, man. I don't like issues with, like, health issues aren't fun. And 30 kbmb. I'm sorry to hear that your dad passed away, though. I wanted to say that. How long ago did your dad pass, and how old was he? And why did he pass? I'm so sorry to hear that. That's not easy. I'm here for you. And Anton says that his aorta was too big. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you doing better now, though? Is everything going okay? Obviously, you're here, so you must be doing all right. Fine now. Good. Do you have any long-standing health conditions from that? Anything that you have to deal with on the daily, like anything like part of your daily life? Metal bars are annoying. Oh, tell me why. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen anybody with metal bars in their chest. And what do the metal bars do? Is it just to protect your? Because you said your chest was encaved. Was it just to keep your kind of like? I'm guessing they stick out on one side. Oh, for support. Okay, yeah, like provide more. So I'm guessing that it doesn't push on your heart, kind of thing. So, I'm guessing was it your tissues were just pushing down on your heart, and then it was just causing your aorta to enlarge. That's what I'm guessing. It makes sense. How far does it stick out, though? Now I need to know. 30 kbmc, excuse me, 30 kbmb says that his dad was in his 50s, 100% from smoking. Oh man, 50s is too young. He tried to quit his entire life, so he's like, it's all good. Take me to my house and I'll go on my own. Wow. Wow, that's too young, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. I know my dad smokes too, man. My dad smokes like a chimney. About to turn 60 this year. Makes me sad. But yeah, my dad smokes a lot, so I can relate to that. My dad never tried to quit though. He loves smoking. But yeah, I'm so sorry, man. How are you doing mentally, 30 kbmb? How long ago did he pass away? Are you doing mentally okay? I'm here for you. You can tell me anything. And Anton says that his metal bars don't stick out that much, just 1 centimeter. Interesting. I bet that was something to get used to for sure. And I'm sorry, did you say you got them taken? Sorry, 2 months ago. So you got the metal bars in 3 years ago. So then what was 2 months ago? I'm sorry, I missed that part. 30 kbmb says, yeah, even with my mom, who's a nurse, holding a do not resuscitate clipboard, my mom had to scrap with her own co-workers not to do treatment. Oh, okay, yeah. So your dad didn't want any measures. I'm assuming it was DNR, DNI. He didn't want CPR. He didn't want to be intubated. He didn't want none of that. He just wanted to go, huh? That would be, yeah. I mean, us nurses, we want to save our patients all the time. So yeah, that would be really difficult. As your mom's a nurse, to support your dad's wishes, that would be so difficult. I'm so sorry. I bet that was really hard. Come on, Dad, we want to support you. We want you to be alive. He says, nope. And it was really, really hard for doctors and nurses not to do the obvious thing to save him. Plus, some of them had met him. What do you mean by that last part? Some of them had met him? Yeah, I mean, that's, as a nurse, yeah, it's really hard. You want to save your patients. Opposite, it goes against everything you learn. All right, I guess we're just going to let this person die, but being your dad, man, I couldn't even imagine. And Anton Says that's when I was going to get surgery. Haven't got it yet. Oh, haven't heard anything. Oh, okay, I see. I see. Is that to fix the aorta? Is that the part that you're waiting to hear back on? Because you have the metal bars in. Are you waiting to hear back about fixing the aorta then? Is that what you're waiting to hear back on? 30 KBMB says, when you live in a rural area, my dad would meet people from my mom's work, or he'd do work on the hospital. Oh, the construction. Oh, okay, I see. So he knew, yeah, he knew the coworkers there, yeah, the doctors and stuff. Oh man, that would be hard. Yeah, can only imagine. Everybody wants to save him, but he doesn't want to be saved. I know. I feel like guys are like that though. Mostly guys. And it sounds gruesome, but I supported my dad going home. If a man can say, just take me home, I hate hospitals, then he should be at home. I know. I know, I totally understand. Like, a lot of guys are just like, us guys are more stubborn, I feel like don't want to have to do all that extra stuff. Like, it's hard to be in the hospital, it's hard to deal with treatment, like, it's hard to fix or go through any hospital treatment. Like, it's not fun being in hospitals. No, not at all. Like, especially in the ICU, you get like no sleep, man. Sometimes I'm in my patient, like if they had a stroke, you're there every 15 minutes, every hour, overnight. Just, yeah, it's just miserable being in the hospital. Like, meanwhile, patients usually do get better, but I can only imagine, man. I'm so sorry to hear about your dad. Yeah, how long ago was that your dad passed? And Anton says, haven't heard anything, just taking out the metal bars. They already replaced a bit of the aorta. Okay. So you're waiting to hear back about taking them out. Okay. Well, I hope they get back to you soon. They didn't give you a timeline or anything. Why haven't you heard back? Is that just the healthcare system in Sweden? Is it? It's like here in America, I mean, go through insurance companies. Our healthcare is not free. I don't know. Is your healthcare free? Is it like an emergent basis, and then eventually they get back to you, kind of thing? Here in America, and it's been that now. Yeah, it's free. Oh, okay. I see. So from my understanding, European countries, is it like people that are more emergent that get treatment first, and then like people that don't need it like emergently, it's just kind of like on a case-by-case basis, like they'll get to you eventually? Is that kind of how it works? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Well, dang, I hope they get back to you soon, man. I'm sure it's really frustrating. 30 kbmc says, oh wow, here's something heavy. His dad also chose the time when he passed away. My sisters left the room. It was my mom, his buddy, and me there. Oh wow. I know. Death is such a weird thing. I've experienced that with other patients, I guess. Like, yeah, it definitely seems like people choose when they're gonna die. Like, they know when they're gonna die too. It's just so weird. So, was it just you, your mom, your buddy in the room, and then when your sister left, your dad didn't want to die in front of your sisters? Is that kind of how it went? Like, you guys were in there, but not your sisters? Man, that's so interesting. And Anton, last time I was in there for 3 weeks. Oh, wow. Yeah. Was that the aorta surgery? That you had to be in the hospital for 3 weeks? Wow. That's hard. That's hard, man. How long ago was that? Wow. Yeah, I think getting the metal bars though you won't be in there for that long. 3 years ago? Okay. So you were 16. Wow. I give you a lot of credit, man. That's not easy to deal with that when you're so young. I'm so sorry. How are you doing mentally with all that, Anton? 30 kbmb. My mom just took his hand and said, "Stop struggling. I've got things in order. These kids are okay. We're all good, so let it go." Aw, man. Aw, gonna make me cry, man. That's hard. That's hard. Yeah, you're getting me here, man. Yeah, some people just fight for so long when they're dying. It's just so hard. Yeah, you just gotta tell that person, like, it's okay, it's okay. You can go. 30 kbmd says, it's hard, but it was also like common sense. Yeah. What do you mean by common sense, though? Anton says, he's good. I had an Xbox in the hospital. Nice. That's awesome. I had a patient too, in the hospital. He was in there for a while, and he had his PS4, and he was chilling, playing Fortnite. I thought that was pretty cool, actually. If you have something to distract yourself, it's not so bad, I guess. The worst thing was the ventilator. Uh, Tell me more about that. Like, you were on a you're on a ventilator for a while? You got the ventilator taken out? You weren't breathing on your own, kind of thing? 30 kbmb says, oh, my mom could see he had low vitals, and he wasn't, or she wasn't crying or anything. She's just like, Dad, we took care of all this. I'm good. Yeah. She kind of accepted it, I guess. Is that what you're saying? Anton says, the worst thing is the ventilator. I think it's called that. I had a thing pushing air in my lungs. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, that's what I deal with. Those are my patients in the ICU on the ventilator. You're on the ventilator? How long were you on the ventilator for? Wow, man. That's that's difficult. Yeah. Not a lot of people have to go through that, and I feel for you. 30 kbmb says she didn't bullshit about it, I'll tell you that. Oh man, yeah. As a nurse, yeah, I guess we get it. Like, I feel like people who aren't medical, like, they just freak out. They just freak out so bad. Like, um, yeah, us nurses kind of have that foreknowledge and doesn't freak us out. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of good. I mean, having your mom in the medical field, I'm sure that really helped you out a lot, like helping with your dad pass. If I can ask, what kind of age group are you in? 30 kbmb. I'm 31 myself. And I just appreciate all you guys being here, man. Thanks so much for joining in. If you guys aren't following me, man, it'd mean the world if you guys followed me, if you guys are enjoying this. Oh, you're a bit above me. Okay. And Anton, getting back to you. Don't even know. Oh, I'm sorry. I got Nasuios. You got, oh, nauseous. Sorry. You got nauseous. I got you. I know. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You're good. No need to be sorry. You got nauseous. Oh, yeah, yeah. I know. The breathing tube, man, that ventilator will. I know well, my job is to sedate the patient and make sure that they can tolerate the breathing tube. I can only imagine. I had this patient recently who was like vomiting from the ventilator. It's just, yeah, I don't blame you. That's just kind of gnarly. Like, when people vomit when they have the ventilator in their throat, it just kind of freaks me out. W Anton. Yeah, man, we give you all the credit, man. Fully support you, man. I'm glad you're through that. That's difficult. Let me put the chat up on the screen here if you guys are watching, because I'm sorry, I'm using my phone to stream, so I gotta invest in a webcam and stuff, guys. I'm sorry, I'm getting there. Just starting this chat up, so let's see. I think is it working? Oh, maybe we have to start talking again, and then it'll pop up. But yeah, let's see. Sorry. 30 kbmb says you're a nurse, work a few overtimes, and have a custom studio and AV system put in. Oh yeah, true. True. Nice, man. Yeah, I know. That's why I thought this would be kind of fun just to do. I don't think there's any. I doubt there's any nurses that are doing this live streaming stuff. So I like to talk. I like to talk, and I like to support people. I'm very open to conversation, and I love to be here to help everybody and using my knowledge. I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to do this live streaming stuff. So yeah, I really want to invest in that, and yeah, I don't know. I like talking to you guys. This is fun for me. By the way, you guys anybody here recognize my background? I just love my green screen, man. You guys recognize where this is from? And Anton says, my scars still look bad. Oh man, I'd love to see those. Excuse me. I get choked up sometimes. I'd love to see your scars. That sounds interesting. You got battle scars, man. That makes you unique. That makes you who you are. So I'd be proud of that. Could send a picture. Yeah, I guess yeah. You'd have to like post a link. If you could upload it and post a link, that'd be cool to see. 30 kbmb says my sister is a nurse. She'll say, "Damn, I got a credit card bill. I'm going to work the whole week." I know, man. That overtime, and I mean it's nice working our 12-hour shifts. Myself, I work 3 12-hour shifts. I work a .9, it's called. A 1.0 would be 40 hours a week. I work 36 hours, so I'm a .9, and have to pick up overtime. Yeah. After the Iraq/Afghan war, God, I'm sorry. After the Iraq/Afghan war, the stigma about prosthetics and scars went away, way down. The stigma. Oh yeah. I guess explain that a little more. Like, what do you mean by that? Yeah, I feel like prosthetics and scars, like, yeah, it's not a big deal as much. I sent it on Discord. Oh, okay, all right. Let me see if I could, oops. I'm not seeing your message on Discord. Where's it at? I don't see it. If you sent it. And 30 kbmb. It's not a big deal as much, the prosthetics and scars, because you see people at the bar or gym with a war injury. True. I know. We've been in war for so long, man. It's pathetic. Yeah. I really feel for those guys who have to go through all that, and such an honor, and so thankful for people like them, though. I mean, it's amazing. Like, obviously, I'm a nurse. I can't do that job. I can't be in the war and stuff like that. And yeah, I feel for those guys who have freaking battle wounds, man. That's just gnarly. Like, I can only imagine being an army nurse on the war field, man. I give them so much credit, man. I don't know. I'd have PTSD like crazy. What do you do for a job, 30 kbmb? 30 kbmb says he does data type stuff, but also go to the third world to work a little bit. Oh, wow. Interesting. Well, thank you for your hard work there, doing all that you do. What do you do? What countries do you go to? What third world, and what kind of work do you do there? Very interesting. Thank you for sharing. "30 kbmc says, my work has a very heavy woke climate. Oh, so I try to only work from home and make sure I go overseas. Interesting. I guess explain that a little more. I'm a little, need more information. What up in the Discord? Thanks for joining in the Discord. Appreciate that. Yes, yeah, ice cream cone. Yeah, he's from Indonesia. Oh, sorry. I'll let you talk, ice cream cone. Sorry. Sad ice cream cone's been one of my very first followers, and appreciate all you guys that follow me. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Like, makes me so happy. Appreciate everybody who follows me. I got to get to like 50 followers on this thing so I can get monetized and all that stuff. No, we're all here to talk. You're good, ice cream cone. And yeah, Anton. Okay. What up? Thanks for adding me on Discord, Anton. But yeah, I'll have to get the whole setup here so I can like screen share my computer, and then we can like do a bunch of other stuff. Sorry, I'm working on that. So thank you guys for joining in early on. Oh, I see you followed me, 30 kbmb. Thank you for following me, man. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I gotta get to like 50 followers on Kick or something, then I can start getting monetized on here. I don't know about Twitch. I don't know. I'm new to this whole streaming stuff. And Anton, there's a conversation going on Kick. Oh, thanks, Ice Cream Cone, for following me on Kick. Oh yeah, no worries. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I need like 50 followers on Kick. I don't know if Twitch works, how to get monetized. I have to double check that. I'm new to the streaming stuff, so this is fun. You think I'll get to 50 easily? Why do you say that? Appreciate that. The confidence, man. Yeah, I kind of thought of this whole thing like people can call into the show and then we can like have a whole. I'm gonna make this more of a program eventually here, but yeah, just trying to build up the followers and stuff. Original things are the slight edge, and nursing is original. I know, right? I don't think anybody's really doing this. I'm like, how do I use my expertise, and how do I put this in a digital format? So I thought it was it'd be great if you could do nursing plus online gambling. Why do you say that? Um, yeah, I guess what are your thoughts on that? Tell me more. Online gambling is awesome, and a nurse doing it would be a good twist. Funny. Um, Nurses 100% gamble. I know, man. We don't make as much as we should. Got to do something to make more money, right? I don't know. I guess yeah. What? Because Kick is owned by Stake.com. I mean, I feel like Stake.com gives people like fake money to stream online. I know Aiden Ross gets fake money and that kind of thing. So I mean, I don't have money to. I don't really have money to gamble, man. But I feel like the gambling is just like everybody's doing that, right? I don't know. I'm doing it different, right? I don't know. I feel like you gotta be original. But yeah, tell me more. I mean, I'm always open to more ideas. Always. Or maybe I could like live stream at the casino. I live 15 minutes away from Mystic Lake here in Prior Lake, Minnesota, or Shakopee, whatever. Yes, thank you. Yes. Questions. What was your path to being a nurse? Did you have to say that? Oh, say what? I'm sorry. But what was my path to being a nurse? Good question, man. So originally I wanted to be a lawyer. Actually I wanted to be a lawyer, like a constitutional lawyer. Love the United States Constitution. Live and breathe the Constitution. It's what us Americans, what makes us great, right? The U.S. Constitution. We have our constitutional rights. I wanted to be a constitutional lawyer. I wanted to defend people's rights, and I was in school to do that. I was gonna like start the paralegal, like get my foot in the door as a paralegal, and then go into like law school and stuff like that. So funny, I was doing that, and then my mom ended up having to go to the hospital. Um, yeah, my mom ended up having to go to the hospital while I was in school, like becoming a paralegal. So I didn't know anything about nursing. My mom had to go to the hospital. It was a simple electrolyte imbalance. Her sodium level was too low. Um, and it was just a simple fix. She just needed IV. She just needed the normal saline, just some saline bags just to get her sodium level up. And I didn't know anything about nursing then. Didn't know anything medical. So I was just in the hospital there with my I was in the hospital with my mom, just visiting her. And it was the nurses there that were so nice to her and myself. They're just like super nice, super calm, and just made me feel at ease, made my mom feel at ease. Like it was there that I really realized like that's how I want to make people feel. I want to make people feel just like that. And yeah, I don't know, it was weird, just like an epiphany. I like had no medical knowledge, no medical background, so I had to completely change my whole schooling and everything. Like had to start the nursing classes, and yeah, it was just really really amazing, I guess, how I went from knowing nothing to knowing so much here. And it was really a struggle into getting into school and just really learning all the nursing stuff. Like had no medical background, like I said, and yeah, it just really changed my mind completely, changed my life. Having my mom end up in the hospital, unfortunately, she's fine. It was just a blood pressure pill that the doctor gave her. It was a different blood pressure pill. It's called hydrochlorothiazide. It's a loop diuretic, so it causes your causes your sodium level to go low and your potassium if you don't watch it very carefully. That ended up happening to my mom. So anyway, she's not on that one anymore, obviously. And 30 kbmb says, bro, do you know how many people actually end up in constitutional law? Equals 0. Yeah, I know, probably not. Yeah, it's not very big field to get in. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go that route. Nursing, you have so many options in nursing, so can't go wrong. So much job security. If you don't like something, you could do something different, which is, yeah, I was a med surg nurse forever. I've been, can't talk right now. Sorry. I've been a nurse for going on 8 years now, and yeah, I was a med surg nurse for a long time and got sick of that. Had 6 patients that night just running around, brain drain. So yeah, just decided to go into the ICU and get 2 patients, and it's a lot going on, but 2 patients can't really beat it, man. If you study constitutional law, it'll be tough to be apolitical. I know. Yeah, definitely like more on the what kind of Republican, right? Um, the right wing. Sorry, trying to think of the word there. I mean, the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union. I think they're more liberal though. But yeah, anyway. I also had like when I was in high school, there was this kid that I was friends with. Not at the time though. Like I was friends with him a few years before that. I didn't really care for him later, but this kid ended up having to go to like the dean's office because he was selling weed in the bathroom. Fucking dumbass. He got in trouble. And they searched his phone and found my name in his phone. And I ended up having to go to the dean's office too because I was associated. So they fucking searched all my shit. They grabbed my phone. Were looking through my phone. I shouldn't have even given them my phone. That was dumb, man. I didn't know anything at the time though. But anyways, kind of there. I was like, totally learned about my rights. Like after that, I was like, totally 100% like Constitution. I learned a lot about the Constitution after that. Just totally like changed my perspective on life itself, I guess. Like being interrogated like that. Like they didn't even let me go to lunch. Like I was so pissed off. Like they had to call my mom, and like my mom's like, give him back his phone. Like what are you guys doing? Like stop. Like I didn't even do anything wrong. They acted like I was a goddamn criminal. Pissed me off. So yeah, I was just there that I was thinking about the constitutional law thing, and then I'm like, I'm glad I didn't end up going down the law field. I don't think lawyers really even get paid that much. It seems like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling. But yeah, any other questions you guys got? What do you guys got going on this weekend? If anybody's new here, just if anybody's new here, just coming in, my name's Derek. I'm a registered nurse. I work in an intensive care unit, and just so happy that you guys are all here. Thank you so much. Yeah, myself this weekend, I'm off this weekend. Was thinking about picking up a shift. Yeah, gotta work more, make overtime, but always need more money. But I don't know if there's any shifts available this weekend, so I might just be off this weekend. Got some buddies coming over tomorrow night, and yeah, just happy to be on the stream right now. Been working the past 3 nights. 30 kbmt says strongly agree. 2024 has some chaos coming. I know, man. I'm so not looking forward to the election this year. I think we lose either way. So I don't know what you guys think about the 2024 U.S. election. Any predictions out there? I mean, obviously it's gonna be Trump versus Biden again. Why do we have to go through that BS again? I mean, personally, I'm more libertarian myself, to be honest. So I don't fully agree left versus right. I mean, I'm not pro-Trump. I'm not. Is voting a psyop? Is voting a psyop anyway? I feel like it. I don't know. I know a lot of like, I wouldn't say conspiracy stuff, but like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard about the Bilderberg Group. That's a secret meeting of like highest people in power, corporations, government. I don't know, any aspect of society. There's this group called the Bilderberg Group that meets once a year under secrecy. They meet at a hotel that's paid for by the taxpayers. They got all the money in the world, but they make the taxpayers foot their bill every year. They meet like every year in June, somewhere in the world, at a 5-star hotel. They talk amongst themselves about their agendas throughout the year. They have secret service agents and military that protect them from the outside, so no outsiders can get into the hotel while they meet, and they discuss their agenda. And basically, Agenda 2030, bro. Yeah, I know. That's what they're pushing with the World Health Organ, or excuse me. Oh, jeez. I was so into politics for so long, but not as much anymore. But yeah, like with the Bilderberg Group, they discuss their agendas throughout the year, and then after they meet, they go and push their agendas and make sure it happens, right? And Obama attended the Bilderberg Group, I think in 2007 or whatever, 2008, whatever it was. And yeah, it was kind of sketch because Obama, while he was president, attended the secret meeting with Hillary, and the his press secretary, I can't remember his name, that one guy, can't remember his name, but the media was grilling him. They're like, so where is Obama going? Obama and Hillary, where are they going? He's like, oh, well, I can't discuss that. And it was at the same time as the Bilderberg meeting. So obviously, Obama and Hillary went to the Bilderberg Group since he was so sketchy, dodging questions. And yeah, basically, in my opinion, we're getting kind of deep here, but in my opinion, the U.S. presidents are selected, not elected. So the Bilderberg Group has to prove that. Like, you can win the popular vote here in America, but you still lose. It's all about the Electoral College, right? So they can swing the Electoral College in any way that they decide, you know. I don't know how they do it exactly, to be honest, but anyway. Presidents are selected, not elected. Do you think the migrant crisis was pre-planned? Absolutely, man. If you watch YouTube, there's this guy his name's Andrew Callahan with Channel 5. It's called Channel 5. He just went down to the border here recently, and he did a whole documentary series about the migrant crisis. Like, he went down to the border, he interviewed all these migrants come in, and he even got a coyote. He went into Mexico. He found a coyote to help show him the process. What do they do to cross the border? So this Andrew Callahan and his camera crew and stuff, they went from Mexico into the U.S. and ended up getting arrested immediately. Like, the border patrol was watching them. They arrested him immediately, and he almost got a felony for failure to report. Any time you go through the border, you have to go through an approved border crossing and make sure that you have your papers and all that. So he almost got a felony. He was a U.S. citizen. He almost got arrested for a felony. He was in a detention center for 4 days. Anyway, I'm rambling on your question, but I do think that the migrant crisis was pre-planned to basically destabilize our economy and bring in all these criminals. We don't even know who these people are coming into the U.S. and they're just letting people in through the border like it's it's free candy, man. Sending them up to New York. Like all these people think that they're gonna come and work and send their money back home or support their family that's also here. Like they made what thousands of miles they've walked, and I don't know, man. It's just crazy how far these people go to get here. And yeah, I feel like it is pre-planned because what Trump was trying to close the border, but and he cut off travel from certain countries, and I don't know. I thought that was kind of interesting. It seemed like a good thing because we don't want criminals. Like we don't know who these people are coming into America illegally, so it's all pre-planned, and just want to yeah, basically destabilize our economy in any way possible. These people are coming in, they're getting free care, and we're footing the bill for all these people, right? So how can we destabilize the economy as fast as possible? It's what these elite people think. I don't know. I've researched a lot of this stuff and just really intrigues me. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the election this year? Any other nursing healthcare questions you guys got? I'm looking on Discord here, Anton. I don't see your picture yet, my friend. Feel free to send it over, though. They're already committing crime and does destabilize rural areas. Yeah, tell me more about that. How do they destabilize rural areas? Very few hospital beds for a population coming in nobody expected. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like my hospital especially, we've been so full. Like can't remember last night I was working and God, there's like 28 people waiting to be admitted. There's like 70 people in the emergency room. Our hospital's full. Dude. I don't know if everybody's illegal or not, but my hospital, well, that's definitely some areas for sure. Like, definitely got like such a run on illegal population just filling up our hospital. I know, just like, yeah, definitely destabilizing our hospital system. Like, the people that need care can't get care that are from here just because people, we have to treat everybody in America. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you got money or not. We have to treat you. And then, yeah, what taxpayers fund it. So, anyway, yeah, it just destabilizes our economy, destabilizes the health of our population. I just couldn't believe how full we were. Like, I haven't seen the ICU with an actual ICU, like, patient-wise. Usually it's like people waiting for beds to go to a different floor, but it's just so crazy, man. Like, and that's just not my hospital, it's everywhere. Every hospital in the US seems like they're just at full at capacity. It's just unbelievable. When I first became a nurse in 2016, it wasn't like this. Remember, it was like dead. The hospital, like, there wasn't many people there. But now it's full. The ones coming from long-term war zones, they're not going to just settle down and work. Yeah, what do you mean by that? Like, they got all these health issues now from the war zones, and what, they come here to seek medical treatment? Is that what you're saying? I mean, I'm happy to take care of any patient in the hospital, but yeah, it's just kind of frustrating when, I guess I don't know if people are illegal or not, to be honest. I just take care of them. If you've lived if you've lived somewhere totally unhinged for years, you can't just drop in here and work a 9 to 5. Yeah, true. Yeah, they come and get their health care because yeah, they're just so depleted. Their body's just got to be so depleted, right? Come here and get their medical care because they don't get it over there. Yeah, I don't know. This really sucks. I see some new people popping in. Hello, thank you for joining. My name's Derek. I'm a registered nurse. I work in an intensive care unit. Happy to have you here, man. But yeah, I don't know, man. Just crazy, like how full these hospitals are these days. I've just never seen it like this. Just unprecedented. Like last night, it was drama about at my hospital or in my intensive care unit. We always leave at least one bed open if somebody anywhere in the hospital crashes and starts basically dying. We got a crash bed in the ICU waiting for him, and it was drama last night. It's just like so much drama recently with our management wanting to fill up our ICU and like using our last crash bed on somebody who didn't even need it. It's just like so ridiculous. Like charge nurses are so upset. Like if somebody crashes, like what are they gonna do? They have to come to the ICU. We don't have anybody to take care of them. Like all of our nurses, like we have our union in Minnesota at my hospital. It protects us from being overworked, and providing the care that these people deserve. Like if we have to take on more patients, well, all these other people are suffering because they're not going to get the care that they deserve. We're not going to have enough time to help them. We need the unions to protect us because the hospitals are gonna fuck us in any way. Hospitals don't care. They just care about the profit, man. Anyway, just a lot of beef about that, and just filling up our ICU with like at max capacity, and we have flyers in the hospital that take care of emergencies in the hospital. Like these people are stationed to go to that patient that's crashing, or like we call it a rapid evaluation. So like if it's something simple, like or not simple, but whatever, like if there's something that they're not sure of, like the nurse will call a rapid emergency, and that person, like the flyers we call them, they go and evaluate. But management wanted to pull those flyers the other night and have nobody flying to respond to these rapid emergencies. It's like, what are these people thinking, dude? They're just setting up this hospital to fail, and all they care about is money. So get these patients into a bed. All they care about is money, and just it's so sickening. I do not want to go into nursing management. Hell no. Hell no. Nah. Good question. No. Nursing management just seems like hell. Like you're always having to please the hospital management to maximize your profit, right? I mean, you gotta have a balance. I mean, yes, we need profit so that we can pay everybody, but no, hell no, I ain't never dealing with that. It just seems like a headache. Like, always gotta respond to your phone, and yeah, no, I just like being a bedside staff ICU nurse. I do my 312s. I go home and don't have to deal with it. Don't have to bring the patient home with me. I was in management. I was an assisted living manager, supervisor, whatever. But yeah, I did that for like a year and a half, and that was just way too much extra stuff to deal with. I was getting calls at home. I wasn't even the director of nursing, and people would still call me because they were comfortable coming to me, which is I respected that. But I mean, it really gets to you over time, man. Yeah, no, I don't want to deal with management. I know a nurse who got divorced and got struck out into the far north to escape the vaccine and drink alcohol. Oh, damn. Struck out north to traveling nurse. Oh, okay. How far north? Excuse me. God, I can't talk. How far north? Like into Canada, or what are we talking? Yeah, because I did travel nursing too for a couple years. Yeah, at the kind of towards the end of COVID. Yeah, I was making 5,000 a week, man. That was nice. I know some nurses were making 10,000 a week. Oh man, wish those rates were back. Oh, UP, Upper Peninsula, almost far as Duluth, ranging down into the Lower Peninsula. Interesting. So they got divorced and wow, to escape the vaccine. Well, I had to get the vaccine in order to travel. I did not want to get the vaccine. To be honest, I did not want to get the COVID vaccine. But I was like, damn, well, if I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna have to get paid more, man. So I got the COVID vaccine just so I could travel and make the extra money. And yeah, tell me more about that. Like, so they were travel nursing. Was that in Minnesota or Michigan? Is there a Duluth? A Duluth, Michigan? I know there's Duluth, Minnesota. If there's anybody new, thank you for joining me, man. Glad to have you all here. I'm a registered nurse in Minnesota in the U.S. I'm an ICU nurse. I take care of intensive care. I take care of the sickest of the sick patients in the hospital. Just so happy to have you all here. Thank you for joining. If you got any questions, man, let me know. I'm here for everybody. Here to listen, here to chat. Just so blessed to have you all here. Thank you so much. If anybody recognizes my background, I was pretty happy about it. If anybody knows, let me know. All Michigan, traveling, nursing up there, you can do a lot of drinking and such. Oh, really? That's kind of is that kind of more of the upper Michigan kind of, that's kind of what they do up there. I feel like Minnesota too, it's a lot of, people drink a lot of alcohol up north. Rural area, right? Is that what you're talking? The rural areas. Recently in Minnesota, we just you guys have legal marijuana in Michigan for a while. We just recently legalized it here in Minnesota. They don't sell it in dispensaries yet, but I think that's interesting. Ice cream cone loves this alcohol. Gotta slow down on the alcohol, man. But I know it's hard. Drinking doesn't count when you're camping. Do you like to camp? I haven't gone camping for a long time, to be honest. I think it's fun though. You swapped alcohol for edibles? I swapped all alcohol for edibles. Oh, so you do edibles now instead of alcohol? Edibles meaning like ingestible marijuana, like how do you take it, I guess, like brownies or gummies? Got the gummies, like the soft, like kind of like fruit snack kind of thing, like gummies. What the fuck? Why have you gone camping? I know, I'm in Minnesota. Should go camping. My fiance isn't really big into the whole roughing it kind of thing, so we maybe if we did camp, we'd be more glamping, right? Glorified camping. not so much roughing it, but yeah, she's not big into that. One gummy, then you're not drinking 6 beers, and the next morning you're not hungover. Smart, man. I respect that. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of alcohol myself, but I mean, I understand it if you do if you do drink. I mean, I definitely understand that, but yeah, marijuana is just like, marijuana is not toxic in the body like alcohol is. Do they have marijuana where you're at, or ice cream cone? Do they have marijuana there? And why don't you do marijuana, man? Oh yeah, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it, man. We love everybody here, right? All drugs are illegal. Yeah, 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 that's right. Marijuana's got no calories. You metabolize it before bed. Nice. Yep. I know. More people need to convert to marijuana. It's so much safer than alcohol. Your government's got to get it together in Indonesia, man. I wouldn't drive even if it's a small amount, but I will bike. Smart. I respect that. Totally respect that. Yeah, I have the medical marijuana card here in Minnesota myself for my back pain. As a nurse, man, got the back pain, and also I think it was from weightlifting when I was younger, and skateboarding, snowboarding. Probably just did a number on my body, and now I got chronic back pain. Doesn't limit me in any way, but just irritating, I guess. So I got the medical marijuana for that. And yeah, it helps. I definitely don't recommend anybody to be on opiates unless it's just for a short term. Like, people get addicted to those opiates, and I didn't want to be on opiates, man. Hope you enjoy the hell out of it. Yeah, man, I love the medical marijuana here. It's great, man. Gets me pretty freaking blitz though sometimes. I don't always like to be that spacey. And like working 12-hour shifts and having to come back the next night, I have to consume my marijuana right away, or else, like, be too screwed up, but it never affects me with work, so it's hard to get drugs here in Indonesia, like antidepressant kind. I need a psychiatrist to get some. Oh man. Yeah, no, so glad you're here, Ice Cream Cone. I'm glad I can be here for you. But yeah, I hope. Why is it so hard to get antidepressants there? Like, they do help a lot of people. So I definitely recommend them if you need them. 30 kbmb says marijuana's been very good for me to be more introspective. Nice. Love the vocabulary. Yeah, marijuana definitely helps you to like tune into your body, and like helps you think deeper. And to be honest, it got me through nursing school, the marijuana, man. Like, I'd smoke and go take a high stakes test, as I call it, and I freaking ace them, man. It helped me think. Yeah, like me and this one. Remember me and this one guy. We would, in my class. He was friends with my other buddy. It was kind of random. We had the same anatomy class together. He didn't become a nurse, but whatever. Me and him, we'd smoke some weed right before our tests and just go in totally blitz. I'm sure we reeked like weed, man. And yeah, I'd just take that test and I would just ace it, man. Those tests were hard too. Like, the teacher I had, he had multiple choice, he had essay questions, he had short answer, he had all of them. Never had a teacher like that. It was hard. But I aced him, man. That marijuana, man. But it's hard to get the antidepressants in Indonesia because it's haram. But alcohol is also haram, but you get it pretty easily. Nice. Yeah, where do you go to buy the alcohol again? Do they also have drugs there at the same time? But yeah, KBMB, how long have you been doing marijuana for then? How long ago did you switch from alcohol? I'm just so glad that you switched from alcohol. Like, I get patients in the intensive care unit where their liver fails because of the alcohol. Just nothing you can do about it, man. See so many people like that. Just alcohol is like so toxic. I can't believe it's legal. Honestly. Grew up straight edge, so I had real prejudice against medical marijuana. Oh wow. Um, so I was I was like emo kid when I was growing up. That straight edge thing was like super popular. Is like a whole like how do you what's the word for it? Is like trendy, I guess, right? To be straight edge. I was never straight edge myself, so like I totally understand it. But like I had a friend who was straight edge and was totally against all that. Was that kind of did you just kind of grow up like because your mom was a nurse? Did that affect you like being straight edge kind of thing, or was it like a trendy thing? Does it hurt liver failure? Oh, I'm sure it hurts a lot, man. It looks awful. Yeah, these patients that go through liver failure are they're like the worst patients I see, I guess. Like, it just, it looks so miserable. I had the one guy going through liver failure and he was bleeding from his mouth. It was just, yeah, yeah, not a good thing. Didn't mean literal straight edge, I mean more like Lutherans in a rural area. Oh, okay. My mom and her girlfriends might might have an alcohol drink, but others no. Right, I see, yeah. Um, oh yeah, yeah. Just kind of growing up in that culture kind of thing is what you're saying, yeah. Yeah. Men at an event. You don't, oh, hunting, fishing is different. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So like, so what you're, so what you're saying is like, guess explain that a little more. It sounds kind of like cultural there. And does euthanasia hurt? Does it 100% work? Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, euthanasia isn't. Do they do euthanasia over there in Indonesia? Because they do not. We do not do it here. So I don't know anything about euthanasia since we don't do it here. But yeah, like hunting, fishing. Yeah, you kind of drink with the drink with the boys and stuff. But like, is it more respectful? Is that kind of what you're saying? Like, don't really drink at like formal events. Is that kind of what you're saying? I've been up to into Minnesota. It's exactly the same. You can't act like a degen. Yeah. Right. True. Yeah. Yeah. People are pretty judgy in those small towns. Don't want to act like a fool. Don't want to act like a fool. Yeah. If anybody's new joining in, thanks for joining. My name's Derek. I'm an intensive care unit nurse. I'm here to talk and chat about anything. If you're camping totally different. Yeah, like just having a good time. Smoking, drinking. Scouting. I didn't think the dads wanted to leave. What do you mean by that? Like the Boy Scout kind of camping. But yeah, pretty soon. Maybe it's 7:30 where I'm at. Probably getting towards 7:30. I'll probably wrap it up. My fiance here. My fiance wants to spend time with me tonight since I'm off, so yeah, I'll probably start wrapping it up here. It's been going on. I've been online for over 2 hours already, so I promised her I wouldn't be online for too long. So yeah, I'll just start wrapping it up here pretty soon. Plan to get off here at 7:30, just so you guys know. Wish you could stay on longer though, to be honest. You're getting a lag, like through the stream. Is it lagging? Let me turn off my Wi-Fi thing. There we go. Turn off my Wi-Fi, that might help. Sorry about that. Alright, I turned off my Wi-Fi. Is that any better, guys? Thanks for letting me know. Was it lagging this whole time? It's a cool stream. Looking forward to more. Oh man, that means the world to me. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. What do you enjoy about the stream so far? Just curious. And how did you find me, by the way, 30 kbmb? I'm just curious, how did you find me? Yeah, I'm just so glad to have you guys here. Like, it means the world. Just kind of thought of this idea, and I don't know, didn't really know what to do with it, but I thought it was kind of a fun idea. So thank you guys. Yeah, just kind of curious how you found me, and what do you like about it so far? I feel like this conversation's dead over here. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Good for you for ending stream early enough. 10-hour sleep night is a big W. 10-hour sleep night. Sorry, what do you mean by that though? 10-hour sleep night? only like farther right media and streams and non-mainstream streamers. Thank you. Yeah. Yep. I'm not like right wing, or well, probably more right wing than anything, but more libertarian. But yeah, I see both sides. But yeah, I'm definitely like researched a lot of things, and yeah, don't trust the politicians, or there's too many elites and Illuminati, all that stuff, man. Yeah, definitely not Democrat, but I don't know. Republican seems more. Yeah, I'm not mainstream at all. Yeah, I'm just open to talk about anything. How'd you find me though, KVMB? Talk about anything. How'd you find me though, KVMB? I'm really curious. What up? Anybody tuning in? Thanks for joining me. My name is Derek. I'm a registered nurse. Oh, you can ask whatever you want, Ice Cream Con. I'll answer it. Take time to answer anything. Is my stream better? Is it lagging at all? Yeah, anybody just tuning in, thanks for joining me. If you haven't followed me yet, please follow. My name's Derek. I answer anything. I'm here for you guys. I'll be wrapping it up here pretty soon, though. My fiance here wants to spend time with me tonight. I've been working the last 3 nights in a row, so I'll be signing off here pretty soon. Pretty shortly here around 7:30 where I am, so 7:30 here pretty soon. Maybe 7:35 here I'll start signing off, but yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. And if you're not following me, please follow me. This is quite the unique stream. So I've been told, so thank you guys. I'd warn you not to get canceled, but you can work anywhere. What do you mean by warn? Explain, please. Explain a little more about that. Oh no, don't say that, buddy. No, don't worry. You can say anything. It's not inappropriate. You can say anything, man. I'm here for you. Everybody's here for you, man. We're here to support each other. Don't want nothing bad to happen to anybody. Always here for you guys. Gotta say, you guys, though, I'm streaming on my phone here at the moment. I'm gonna buy a webcam here, but it's kind of funny because I'm live streaming on 3 places at once. I figured out how to do that. I'm on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube, but nobody ever comes on to YouTube. It's kind kind of weird, I guess. I don't know how that works, but Kick and Twitch have been good. Your mental health is just your health. Treat it impartial like it's your foot. Exactly. Mental health is like number one, man. I'm sure we're all kind of in the same spot. I mean, shit's rough right now. I'm here for you. We're here for each other. That's what this community is about, man. Love it. I don't know anywhere else doing it like this. We're all human, man. We all think basically the same stuff. We've all been there. Let us know, Ice Cream Cone, man. Tell us. Don't keep it in. You gotta let it out. Yep, just happy to be here, and yeah, dude. You guys are awesome, man. Just I guess what I'm saying is that time is so limited, and the way we choose to share our time is very valuable, and the way you guys share your time with me is just super invaluable. Like, I appreciate it so much. Like, time is so limited, and to share time together just means so much to me. You guys, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I just feel so honored. So thank you guys. That you guys take time to tune in and talk to me and talk together. Like, I just love this, that we're building a community. I just love it. Oh, I definitely know a lot about anxiety and depression and all that stuff. I mean, I'm not a mental health nurse, but uh, obviously I know a lot about everything. When we deal with mental health and the ICU and whatever, I've dealt with mental health. I've had people in the hospital before that. Oh God, sorry. I got distracted. I gotta address this comment first, real quick. Sorry. You look like Ron from Harry Potter. Welcome, Smoking Schizo. Smoking Schizo. I've heard that before. Thank you. Welcome, Smoking Schizo. I'm also on Kick here, man. I'm going to address your comment here, Ice Cream Cone, in just a second. We got this conversation going on Kick, though, right now. This Smoking Schizo just tuned in on Twitch. Thank you for being here. But, okay, Sad Ice Cream Cone, I'm here. Sad Ice Cream Cone says, I am suicidal, but why can't I choose if I want to live or die? Why the doctor won't give euthanasia to people who want it? I dropped the bomb. Thank you. I appreciate you telling us how you feel. That's hard. And yeah, that's heavy, man. That's heavy. I'm here for you. You know that. You've been tuning in since I first started this, and I appreciate it. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is your life is very valuable, Ice Cream Cone, man. Yeah, your life is very valuable. So happy that you feel open to talking, man. And please do not ever give up. Like we've talked about before, if like we've talked about, like if a person were to commit suicide, like you die with those feelings, and potentially you're kind of stuck in that mind frame for the rest of eternity, man. We've talked about this before, and um yeah, like angry spirits out there, like they die with that trauma. I don't know, like I believe in spirits, like it's definitely out there. Like I've said before, like I've seen a ghost before in my life, and it was kind of a weird situation. That's a different story, but yeah, like euthanasia for suicide is that's an interesting subject, but totally don't agree with that at all. But yeah, man, just yeah, totally understand. Like it's hard. It's hard. Life is hard, man. Like why can't life just be easy? Like why do we have to struggle with money? Why is money an object? I mean, I know how to answer that, but I mean, like why do we have to deal with it? It's just frustrating. Like why we weren't born like knowing anything about money. Like it's just totally artificial. But like that's one thing. But yeah, just totally understand like how you feel, and if you want to share why you're suicidal, like yeah, if you want to share like why what makes you suicidal, and like it's just so hard. Like life is not easy. Like I've been there. I'm there kind of frequently about financial reasons, but I mean, never would go through with it. It's just something that you deal with, man. And you don't have to struggle. Like we're here for you, and I know it's hard to live day to day like with those thoughts, but it's never worth it to actually go through with it. Like I think like pursuing more mental health, like things that make you happy, like glad that you're here, man. Like going for walks, like I know that you want a relationship, so like pursuing that, I guess, yeah, just like going through and pursuing more things that make you happy. I think that's the key to life. I mean, but how do you find that? That's a question. I think just improving your life day to day, like small steps, like exercising, maybe like small steps, like that boosts confidence. And yeah, eating healthy, maybe, and just pursuing things that make you happy, that make you feel better, like exercising, seeking new relationships. I think that helps, like connecting with people, finding groups that support you. Like here, I'm glad that you're here, man. And yeah, I'm just kind of rambling, but yeah, man, I'm just very thankful that you are or open to sharing. So thank you. I feel like if you keep it in, it just really rots your brain. And I don't know what to do without you, ice cream cone. You've been here for so long, so thank you. I mean, I've just been doing this a short time. I'm gonna get to Beeran 8K. Hello, thank you for joining in. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for being here. My name's Derek, by the way, and I'm a registered nurse. I work in an intensive care unit. I take care of really sick patients. Do I have experience in ambulances? No, I do not. No, as a nurse, we do not. We are not. Our job is not in an ambulance. Our job is treating patients like bedside. We take care of them in hospitals. I work in an intensive care unit, so I'm responsible for the patient 100%. I work 12-hour shifts, and I'm 100% responsible for my patients' health and well-being during that whole time. Yeah, I work 12 hours a week, so I just got done working last night. Ice cream cone says he's getting emotional. I know. Don't be sorry, man. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry at all, man. There's no reason to be sorry about that. That's what we're here for, man. We've got a good community, and I'm happy that you're sharing. Smoking. I should put the chat up again. I gotta get going shortly here, guys. But yeah, I'm not gonna neglect ice cream cone's mental health. Chat on Twitch. Smoking schizo, having thoughts, or being actively suicidal is usually time to reach out to a professional. Yes, I agree. Also, Twitch, terms of service, is really not friendly about this topic. 988 anonymous crisis phone number. Yeah, man, good point. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, ice cream cone, man. I think reaching out to a professional would be great if you have access to it in Indonesia. I don't know what resources you have out in Indonesia. But with the alcohol, man, you kind of make me worried that you're drinking all the time and you're just in an unhealthy mental health situation. It really worries me. It's hard to work at night. Yeah, I work 12-hour nights, man. It's not super. It's something you have to get used to. But I was dozing off these past 3 nights a little bit. Not gonna lie. Though I haven't got much sleep recently, but yeah, working nights isn't too bad. But it's just something to get used to. That's a very kind of your part to try to help guy with issues. You're a professional. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think building a community here is important. Terms of service can be different if you're list that you're medically licensed. Yeah, I mean, I'm a registered nurse, so I think it's, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. I am here to talk. I'm a licensed registered nurse. And yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that. I mean, if Twitch and whatever, if these live streaming platforms want to deplatform somebody for trying to help somebody out, that's pretty fucked up. I mean, whatever. Suicide is not something we want to take lightly, so definitely it takes a big step to talk about it. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people in the same boat, man. And myself too, I kind of struggle with mental health. I mean, I think we all do, don't we? I think it's good that we talk about it. Like mental health is like something like I feel like stigmatized, like you shouldn't talk about mental health, like that's right, that's what society says, like you need to keep it to yourself, be strong, like don't talk about mental health. But no, we need to talk about it, man. that's how we lose people. That's because like people think, oh, I shouldn't, people don't want to hear me talk about my mental health, like it's not important. No, it is important, man. Mental health is like number one, and I don't think we treat it the way we should. That's why, well, I guess worldwide we don't have enough mental health resources, right? we really don't have enough resources out there in the world. Like, mental health is not funded enough, number one. And I can speak to my local area in Minnesota here. I'm in Minnesota in the US. Like, hospital wide, like, people come in. I've had people like come in for psychiatric problems before. Now that I remember, we treat them and then they're waiting for a psychiatric bed, but it's very limited. We don't have enough beds. They're always waiting for a bed. Yeah, I'm just very disappointed about that, to be honest. Oh yeah, I don't know about terms of service much. I'm new to this too, but whatever, it is what it is. You have to talk about it. We're here. We're here to talk, man. Whatever. It is what it is. And what's my specialization as a nurse? I'm an intensive care unit nurse, um, ICU. So I take care of really sick patients that are on the brim of death, man. Like, if they didn't have the extra support, like, so in the intensive care unit, what makes it different is a good question. Like, we, as a nurse, I have two patients. Uh, I'm assigned to only two patients, so I can take time to specialize with these patients' needs. Like, they have all these different pressor medications, like all these different IV medications that we titrate, meaning we change the dose at my discretion. Like, if the patient's vitals are going low, I'm able to use these medications to bring it up and change the dose accordingly through the IV, excuse me, through their IV medications. And anyway, we do a lot of medications like that, like ventilated patients, like you're on the breathing tube, that kind of thing. Good question. And smoking schizo. No, I'm all for helping, but once you get into activity, time to call someone. There are free hotlines to call. I recommend 100% reaching out, and I agree. I agree. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If I get a strike, yeah, I can give my credentials. Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know how it works. Who cares? Yeah, I'm a nurse, so yeah, I wasn't even thinking about it. Who cares? Who cares? Don't worry about it, ice cream cone. I'm just I'm just happy that people talk and vent their feelings. Like, that's what we're here for. Mental health is underrated, man. We need to talk more about it. So no worries, man. I ain't worried about it. Whatever. That's what I'm here for. How you feeling right now, ice cream cone? You feeling okay? You feeling a little better? Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry, man. Nothing to be sorry about. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about it. The terms of service and stuff. I'm not worried about it. We're just worried about you, man. Don't worry. Are you feeling a little better now that you kind of talked about it? Do you need any resources that I can look up stuff? We can look up stuff. Do you want some resources? Maybe I can provide you with that. I mean, I'm not a mental health professional, but I'm not really like one that can give you the best advice. But Yeah, like talking to somebody more specific would give you the best advice. I'm definitely not one. Preface it by saying that I'm not really one that can give advice on that. Yeah. Do you want resources, ice cream cone? It looks like the number to call is just 9. Oh no. I'm looking it up right now. Is it? It looks like the number is 119 to talk to somebody. I think that's. Is that the emergency line? 119? I would like to see the perspective from medical, and you are in country of freedom, and I still can't choose. What do you mean? 988 is all of United States veteran, civilian, and LGBTQ. Yes. Just want to talk about it. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, no, because we talked about it before, and I know we talked about it like that at the time. It sounds like you wouldn't pursue that option. Things change. We're here for you, man. We're all here for you. Love it. I love it, man. We're all here for each other. Don't want nothing bad to happen to nobody. That's what we're here for. But yeah, if you just want to talk, man, that's what we're here for. Here for everybody. I think you just got to cut down on the alcohol, though. Alcohol just makes things worse. I agree with smoking schizo. Just want to make sure you stay safe. You matter. Yes, you matter, ice cream cone. Everybody here is amazing. You're amazing. You're a beautiful person, ice cream cone. And I love you, man. I love you, man. You probably don't hear it enough, but I love you, man. Love all you guys. Oh, my chat, you can't even freaking read it. I just realized it. So I wanted to make sure I stuck around long enough. I don't want to neglect anybody's feelings, man. Fiance can wait a little bit. Derek, hope you feel it come back your way, putting that energy out there. Oh man. Comes back at you. Thank you. Appreciate that. I know I do take care of a lot of people. I do take care of a lot of people, and us nurses, we don't take care of ourselves, right? And here I am talking online, helping out, Yeah, not giving myself attention, right? But I'm here. I don't know. I just love helping people, and that comment really means a lot that you say that putting that energy out there to come back at me. That means a lot. Thank you. I just don't want to neglect anybody's strong feelings of suicide. I don't want to neglect that. I want to do everything I can for you guys. That's what I do. Love the Hey Arnold background. Age is showing. Thank you. I know, right? Thank you. I don't know why I was thinking about it. Everybody loves the Hey Arnold. Everybody wanted the room back in the day. Thank you. Hey Arnold. Are you sure you're okay, ice cream cone? I know we haven't talked for a few days because I've been working. You're not in crisis. Do you promise? Don't lie to us. Don't lie to us, man. I love that everybody's here for you, man. It's amazing. Never been a part of anything like this before. It's amazing. Got so many people here that are for you, that that are here for you. I love you, man. You're amazing. You're a beautiful human being, and you mean so much. Your life means so much. Means so much to so many people. Probably might not feel like it around you, but your life means so much. Well, okay, you say that, ice cream cone, but you gotta promise me one thing. You gotta promise me. Alright? By saying that you're okay. You gotta promise me that you will call the emergency number if you are literally seconds away from ending your own life. From unaliving yourself. Unaliving, I guess that's the word. If you're seconds away, you gotta promise me that you're gonna call an emergency number. That you're gonna seek help if you're in that crisis mode. You gotta promise me that. If you can't promise me that, then tell me why. Oh, we love you, Derek. Hope you plan on doing some power sleep tonight. Thank you. Love you back. Love all you guys. Thank you so much. I never expected any of this, to be honest, when I started this. All you guys are amazing. Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out with the fiance. Here we got the night off. She doesn't work tomorrow, and I mean, I'm awake at night, but I'll probably sleep sometime in the morning. Yeah, I'll sleep pretty good. I kind of woke up early to come on live stream to be with you guys. I think I only got 4 hours of sleep today, so. But that's kind of my usual, to be honest. Ice cream cone, I'm still waiting for a response from you, man. Yeah, I love you guys so much. You guys mean the world to me. Don't even know you guys. Oh, okay, okay. All right. If you say so. Yeah, you can talk. I just don't take it lightly, though. I just don't take the. I don't know. It's a permanent thing, so shouldn't take it lightly. But yes, please talk. If you just want to talk, man, please do. Guys are awesome. Love you guys. If y'all are watching, I'll close your stream if you not end it. LOL. I'm okay. Okay. All right. He's like, stop talking about me like that. All right. Fair enough, buddy. If you guys are, if there's anybody new watching and you aren't following, what are you doing? Follow me, man. I got so much stuff to like. So, so I'm streaming on my phone right now, and I got to get a webcam so that I can like screen share and like make this more of like a make this more of a show and stuff too. Still trying to figure out what to do with this stream, but so far you guys have been awesome, man. But yeah, I'm just streaming on my phone here now, and then like I can't screen share what we're. It's like you guys ask questions, and then like I can like research it, and I can show you kind of like what I'm looking at and that kind of stuff. And I don't know, any suggestions you guys got, I'm open to. I think it's like my fourth or fifth stream. I don't remember now. But yeah. What you guys got planned this weekend, you guys? Hope you guys are having a good day, man. Yeah, I got this weekend off. I don't know, it's gonna work, but I don't think there's any shifts to pick up. I think I was too late on it. Are you guys having a good start to your weekend so far? Or wherever you're at? It's 8 p.m. right now for me. 2000 if you're 24-hour time. Phone's down to 20%. I got the microphone plugged in to the phone right now. I have some time tonight to do stronger edible meditation experience. Hell yeah, man. That sounds fun. What's your dosage? I have, in Minnesota, they have, well, at the dispensary here, at the medical dispensary, we have 10 milligram gummies. So I got the 10 milligrams. I don't really do it that often, though. It's super strong. Don't always need it that strong myself. And ice cream cone, man, you know you can always contact me on Discord, man, too. Got the Discord if you guys want to follow there. If you guys want to call in, I'm here for it. Oh. Love you guys. Thank you, ice cream cone. I should go. You're right. You're right. You're right. I know, she's gonna kick my butt. I'm gonna end up on the street. They overproduce in our state, so edibles are interesting. I heard that they overproduce. You just gotta tell me what your dosage is real quick. I'm just curious. And then, yeah, I should go. Ice cream cone, you're right. But yeah, I'll be back. Let's see. Spend time with her tonight. My buddies are coming over tomorrow night. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow night, but probably Sunday night. If I'm not on, I don't think I'll be on tomorrow, but maybe I'll be on Sunday night. I'm thinking. Fiance and I are both off tomorrow. So yeah, I think we'll do something tomorrow. But so I was gonna go to Sequest, like whatever, like the aquarium. Last time I was on live stream, and then you guys requested that I live stream Sequest. So maybe if we go there tomorrow, I might live stream there just for fun, if she lets me. So maybe I'll live stream tomorrow if we go to Sequest. So maybe I'll be on tomorrow, but otherwise maybe Sunday. Because I got to work Monday, but I want to get in another live stream before I go to work again. Derek, sign off. Man, sleep well. Love you guys. Thank you for being there for me. Yeah, ice cream cone, man. Stay strong. I agree. Always here for you. Got my Discord. Hit me up anytime. 10 plus followed by 10 plus. Oh, okay. I see. That's way stronger. Okay, thank you. But yeah. So yeah, might live stream tomorrow at the Sequest, wherever the aquarium place with all the animals. Got tickets a while ago, so yeah, we got to get there. So maybe I'll be on tomorrow or Sunday, I'm thinking. So yeah. Thank you guys for joining me, man. It's been great. Can't believe it's been three freaking hours. My bad. I gotta apologize here to the fiance, but man, I'm just so happy. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing, everybody, and here for all you guys. So thank you so much. Love you guys so much. I better get the hell off of here before I get my ass kicked. But yeah, follow me if you guys aren't following me. And look forward to seeing you guys maybe tomorrow or Sunday. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm bad at goodbyes. I do the whole Minnesota goodbye, so. Yeah, you Yoopers, Michigan. I know you guys know about that Minnesota goodbye, probably. Anyway, love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Hit me up. Join my Discord. Hit me up if you guys need anything. Here for you guys. All right. Peace out. Love you guys. Bye.